Welcome back. A driver reportedly fled after colliding with a light pole and a tree early Sunday morning in Moses Lake. Sergio Torres Perez Jr., a 19-year-old Moses Lake man, was reportedly driving on the wrong side of the road in a 1999 Nissan passenger car in the 500 block of North Grape Drive. According to Moses Lake police, he reportedly drove over a curb onto a median and struck a light pole. Torres Perez allegedly got back on the road but drove off again, struck a tree, and continued across the median a second time. He allegedly drove back across the median a third time, where the vehicle got stuck and he fled on foot. Officers located him near North Washington Street, about a block away. Torres Perez was arrested for DUI and hit and run with property damage, and his car was impounded. In Northwest news, firefighters are battling a wheat fire that spread into the Blue Mountain foothills Monday afternoon. The State Department of Natural Resources says the blaze burned more than 300 acres and destroyed a few buildings. Voluntary evacuations were ordered for one area, and people in another area were being urged to leave. The American Red Cross is offering its help to firefighters and residents. A shelter has been set up at the community center in the Walla Walla County Fairgrounds. A scary scene on Interstate 5. A massive pileup involving 24 cars injured several people and clogged traffic on I-5 in Mount Vernon. Injuries range from minor to critical. Officials say the pileup started when a semi-truck heading south crossed the median. They believe the driver may have suffered a medical problem, causing him to lose control of his truck. The crash is still under investigation. Seattle police have released footage of an officer-involved shooting that left a suspect dead Friday morning. The dash cam video shows a 24-year-old suspect lunging toward the officer with what appears to be a knife. A warning to viewers, this report includes graphic video that may be disturbing to some. For KCPQ, Hannah Kim reports.
Watch as this patrol car drives down I-5. Suddenly, we see the car spinning after being hit from behind, forcing the patrol car into the median, off the interstate and down an embankment as the suspect speeds away.
After that patrol car was spun around, it did run up onto some rocks apparently.
The officer wasn't hurt, but police say debris from a gray Mazda was left at the scene. This video shows another officer searching for that gray Mazda with front end damage after finding even more pieces of the same make and model near Northeast 65th Street just 30 minutes later. The officer locates the car on Ravenna Avenue, identifying himself to the driver.
Morning. Officer himself, this car, you being audio and video recorded? Over there. Drop the knife!
You see the suspect charging at the officer yelling, "Put down the knife," before firing off 3 shots.
I just woke up in the middle of the night and heard what was probably the most amount of sirens I've ever heard in my life.
I heard about 3 or 4 shots and a shout.
Sean Lutterman didn't just hear the shots, he witnessed the confrontation between the Seattle police officer and the man in this gray Mazda.
I walked past the intersection, I saw about 5 or so officers in firing position.
The suspect was armed with a large knife. Our officer fired several shots at the suspect.
The knife still at the scene. Chief Kathleen O'Toole showed up to oversee the early investigation. Seattle police say the officer felt threatened.
That is a tough call. If somebody were trying to attack me, I don't know what I would do.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.